Hello, my gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining the space. Jenny here. We are going to look at the tarot messages on the topic, what was this lesson all about and what's next. So we will decipher, we will clarify, but let us connect and cleanse the energy, please, for a sec. Fabulous. I hope you're doing fantastic. Spring now time. So everything is blooming, everything is lighter, everything is more beautiful, at least outside, and I hope inside is also springtime. Okay, now I'm going to use my new world tarot deck. Look at it, how beautiful it is. It is a bit big, so I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'll cut the deck and then I'll be pulling the top cards. I will be clarifying and I'll draw you some oracle messages. Let's see now. Let's shuffle for a bit, universe. And then we're going to, I know cards will be flying around because small hands, big deck. So, okay. Universe, tell me when to stop. And we will be looking at what happened in the past. What was the intention? What were the obstacles? What was the lesson? What's now within you? What's around you? What's approaching you? And what will be the outcome, possible outcome for you? Gorgeous! By the way, thank you all so much for liking, subscribing and supporting this new channel, my journey. We're here to connect, to exchange beautiful light energy, to expand the collective consciousness, to help each other. I'm here to be of help, guidance and service. I read intuitively. I always please urge you to use your intuition as well, your knowledge, to draw the best you can from the messages. This topic, this reading, of course, is collective any sign reading. So as soon as you're drawn to the title, as soon as you're drawn by something to watch the video, even if you like this cute face, something may be here for you. So one more time and I think we'll be ready. I'll cut the deck. We're ready now. Okay, let's cut the deck once, twice. I hope you're doing fantastic. As I said, springtime, everything is springy, blooming, aromatic. So we try to be in tune with the nature as much as we can. So what happened in the past, you gorgeous? Ace of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful card about breakthroughs, aha moments, illuminations. All right, good. Good so far. What was the intention? Eight of Wands, movement, progress, speeding up ahead into something, with something. So what happened in the past? What was the intention? What was the obstacle? Eight of Pentacles. The obstacle was keeping up your diligent work, disciplined, diligent work patiently to reach your goal. What was the lesson all about? Patience, revision, Seven of Pentacles. Maybe having to change the pattern of the ways because there was dissatisfaction, but you were close to the goal. We will go deeper. I'm just giving you the overall. All right. What's around you now? Death and rebirth. Unbelievable. Interesting cards. Interesting cards. What's within you? Knight of Cups. Open heart. Wanting to give an offer or receive an offer. Open for love. Open to be sincere, to be creative, to be more light. This is within you. It's a beautiful energy. Good. Okay. So what's around you? What's within you? What's approaching? The Emperor. Wow, that's a very strong card, and it's a major arcana. We already have two major arcanas, Death and the Emperor. Emperor is, of course, the top ruler. He embodies all the qualities from the kings. The four kings are within him. He is very wise, of course. He's very resourceful, very creative, very powerful, very stable, structured. Also can be a little bit rigid and difficult to deal with, and flexible. We'll see. This is what's approaching towards you. You may be dealing with someone like that. You may be feeling in this energy. And what is the possible outcome? Chariot, beautiful card about progress, movement, conquering. Having now the power, the knowledge, the confidence and the readiness to really achieve something big. As I said, conquering. The pharaohs were stepping into the chariot to go to war and to conquer. So this is very symbolic about a victory. Very often, you've seen it in the movies, of course, the pharaohs are coming back from a battle in the chariot as conquerors, as having the victory. So, beautiful cards, interesting, quite a positive vibe. So, of course, not all lessons have to be harsh, not all lessons have to be difficult and painful. Lessons are part of our growth and evolution. So, some lessons, especially if we were aligned, if we followed our intuition, I believe that it can be a very positive lesson, like a prepared student that passed the exam like a breeze. Even though that's not very often the case, as you know. But nevertheless, it exists. Six of Swords under the deck, lingering energy, leaving something in the past. Now, we have to be fair because the lesson is to do with some disappointment, something that didn't work to your liking. The way the cards are here, it's very much maybe related with career or a project or something you've been working on. I don't see much of Cups, even though within you it's a very lovey-dovey can be card. But this card, the Knight of Cups, is also offer. It can be any offer. But the way the cards are, we have a lot of Pentacles. Pentacles, as you know, is related to materialistic building in life, material wealth, and not only material wealth, as I said, career. But it's not always and not only. Let's go a little bit deeper now. So we already said, in the past you had an aha moment, you had a breakthrough about something, illumination. The way I feel it, that most probably you followed this spark, this also communication, but you followed that and you started working on something, or if you were working on something already, there was a very intuitive, maybe intuitive knowledge that you received, something almost like a divine guidance about something, a direction of some sort, because after that we have your intention was a direction and a speedy direction. The Eight of Wands is a very quick movement card with a big focus. In the classical tarot, it's even depicted like Eight of Wands that are in one direction, like shot from something. So, a very focused energy, very speedy energy about developments. It can be also communication, movement overall. A very strong card about movement and progress with something. This was in your intentions. So you got illuminated about something, you got sparked. Very intuitive. It feels very intuitive, divinely guided. You were very ready. You even maybe started pushing through ahead. Or somebody else or something else pushing through things ahead. That was in your intention as well. You were willing to do that. And your obstacle, though, was diligence, patience, and trusting your own skills and mastery to just keep on doing what you are doing to reach to your 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate success. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. That's in your obstacle. So something happened here. You either were impatient because your intentions were quick growth and quick movement ahead, or you weren't. Yeah, you weren't diligent enough. Maybe there were some errors, or it feels more like impatience. If there were errors that were made along the way of whatever project that is, whatever experience that was, can also be, of course, family matters, right? That include some sort of settlements, organizing things. But it feels to me that it's to do with impatience, or out of impatience, some errors, or not trusting your own skills, maybe delegating to other people. That was maybe not necessary, or delegating to the wrong people for some of you. This is how I'm picking up intuitively. This is in your obstacle. We'll clarify it. So the lesson was that if you feel dissatisfaction with how the things are, or how the things are progressing, or how the things are looking, you had to have a pause and revise. Because this is your lesson. 7 of Pentacles. This card usually in the upright speaks about being a bit dissatisfied, or overall maybe tired or exhausted. Overall, something is not 100% for us, and we step away and we revise things, either to give ourselves a rest, or literally to revise things so we can rebuild something or change something structurally. This is how this card is, upright. In your obstacle, not in your obstacle, in your learned lesson, the way I feel this card is that you either did not stop, you were in this energy of quick progress, wanting to move everything quick or achieve your goal quick, rapidly. You either didn't pause, you either didn't give yourself rest, could have been also burnout. Again, we will clarify and see what will come. But nevertheless, you did understand that your direction, your way of doing things backfired, or did not work, or did not produce what you initially imagined and wanted. Okay. What's around you now is total change. Death and rebirth is massive transformation. Within you is not that, very interestingly. This is around you now. Willing or unwilling, change is coming. Transformation is coming. I take this card usually like a very positive thing, because we have here in the learned lesson dissatisfaction. So if you are dissatisfied with something or how it went, then obviously we need transformation. But this card is very calming as well. It's a very divinely guided card. It's very strong, big transformation in life. Inward, like almost you are reborn, right? Death and rebirth, from black to white. We'll look at this card, how it is. So this is what's around you now. It is not under your control. In any case, we cannot control anything, but this massive transformation is coming. Within you is this beautiful Knight of Cups with his heart on his sleeve. He's very sincere, very loving, very open, can be also very creative. Willing to love, willing to receive love, that's within, so that's good. I don't see any blocked energies. That's actually quite nice reading here for what the topic can be. The topic can cover multiple scenarios that can be dreadful, right? But this is very nice. Let's see, we will clarify if we get something more scary, but at the moment it's beautiful. So, beautiful energy that you're in. sincerity, creativity, open heart. Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's good. What's approaching is the Emperor. This is a top ruler, as I already mentioned. This is your CEO, CFO of not one company even. It can be a full circle of companies. As I said, this is the top of the pyramid. He's very resourceful, very wise, very experienced, fatherly figure as well. Like, it can be energies that you will be stepping in. It can be someone you will be dealing or you're dealing with. It more feels to me that it's someone else, because within you is much youthful energy. Also can be someone not only resourceful but older than you, or much more experienced, if not in age. If there is no age gap there, but very experienced in life or with things, or with the specific thing that you're almost like a mentor. We will clarify, as I said, but this is how it feels. But a beautiful card. The only shadow side of this card is that he's very difficult when it comes to changing ways or patterns, almost impossible, because he is very established and rigid, so it's almost like institution. Difficult to sway into a direction that he doesn't see. So that's the only shadow part when he's upright that I would always like to mention. In the possible outcome, a beautiful, again, card of movement. Whatever may be there, a little bit of stagnation, because this Seven of Pentacles, as I said, was a bit of stagnation, and that card carries stagnation and pause overall, not movement card. Eight of Pentacles to me also is quite, it's not stagnated energy, but it is slow energy in sense that it requires patience for building. It's not a burst of something kind of energy. Yes, it's still a slow, meticulous following your daily duties and work job that you have to do to achieve your goals. But this card is beautiful because it's movement and progress, so very much overlaps, or very much links with what was your initial intention about speedy movement. The Chariot is not necessarily very rapid movement, but it is movement, and it is a stable, beautiful movement. I actually prefer the Chariot than the Eight of Wands, because Eight of Wands is a fire energy. It's too quick, can be overwhelming. The Chariot is much more stable, because the card speaks about being ready, already had to build a plan, strategies, prepared yourself for whatever you're trying to achieve, wherever you're going, you know where you're going. So it's a beautiful, beautiful card about progressing with something, stepping onto a next level. So that's quite interesting. Okay, let's start and clarify now. I'm going to get again one of my new decks, the Celtic deck. Look at these colors. Beautiful, beautiful also deck. All cards pre-shuffled, but I will be cutting them twice, and then we'll pull some clarifiers for you gorgeous people. Hope this is of help and guidance for you. Let me know how it is. Okay, let's start. Let's clarify the past, please. Ace of Swords, this clarity, communication, aha moments here. What's this all about? What was this all about in the past for these gorgeous souls who need this guidance now? These messages, universe. Give me here a clarifier. Give me one clarifier, please. Please, you gorgeous people, do not forget, if you want to support me, if that's of guidance and service, if you relate, like and subscribe. I can see a lot of watchtowers, but too many cards. I'm not going to take them. Too many cards. Let me just double check. I wanted to say I'm seeing usually a lot of watchtowers, but not the corresponding reactions. Message me as well. It's nice to just connect. Let me just check again. Too many cards came out and I cannot take them. I want a bit more clarity. Checking again for reversals just in case. Okay. Give me, universe, here a clarifier for the Ace of Swords. The aha moment that happened in the past. These gorgeous people. So, thank you so much again. But please react. Join me. As soon as you do, I see you. And I send you my deepest gratitude, love and blessings. Tenfold. There is no vacuum in the universe. I already put that in the description. Have a look what I mean. What we have here? Three of Wands. Hey, my God. I was gonna say something else in my own language, but you know, we have to speak in English now. I don't know why it came like that. Usually I speak mostly in English and now suddenly in my own language. Anyways, A means the same thing. Three of Wands is expansion. Could be traveling as well. We're past the planning stages. We are ready now, ready to go. Sail away. See new land. Relocate. Very much also relocation. So in the past, your aha moment was related to some expansion or relocation. But you were ready to do that. You were past the planning stage. Yeah, that's why you wanted it so quick. You wanted something quick. Because you were very clear already what it is, where you are going, what you're doing. Maybe you've been thinking about it or dreaming about this for a long time. Okay, let's see here. What is the clarifier for what was within you? The speedy card, Eight of Wands. That you wanted, your intention was for a very rapid, quick movement. Too many cards, please, universe. Give me one clarifier. Give me one clarifier here. By the way, I feel a bit awkward because I changed my spot. I was up to now for quite a long time in my Zen corner, I call it. The meditation Zen corner, but I decided to move back to my table. I hope that you like the ambience here as well. Let's see, universe, what's going on? Give me here a clarifier for the movement card that was in the intentions in the past, please. Come on. Suddenly stopped talking. Why is that? Universe, give me one clarifier, please. OMG! Look what came. The sun, yes. Whatever was within you, in your head, in your dreams, in, I don't know, could have been even some opportunity that you saw and it was like an illumination, was your ultimate dreams, prosperity, happiness, joy. You felt almost like a child again. In the original classic tarot, the card is depicted with a small child on a horse and just ecstatic. So I love the sun, and as I said, the sun of course means prosperity, success, all the goodies that you can think of, but always the sun to me speaks about this light, beautiful energy, this inspiration, almost childlike feeling and living. That's amazing. You know how rare it is, and you know it cannot last all the time or even for a very long time, but when we feel it, boy, it's the joyous time. So look at this card. How beautiful is that? With this deer here, with this beautiful sun. Everything is illuminated in light, in bright yellow color. So gorgeous. So that was what you were looking at, what you wanted, what you could see. Almost, it feels like you could even touch it even. It was that clear in your mind, or you were that close. And I believe maybe in reality, in practicality, you were very close, because we had here the Eight of Pentacles. You weren't just starting up with something, or you've been working on something, or you've been experienced with something, or yeah, it feels like you've done a lot of work, either emotionally, energetically, or mentally. It wasn't like starting from zero here. We had the 8 of Pentacles. 8 is just 2 steps away from the 10, your utmost success. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles that was in your obstacle though, because you went back to 7. Either stopped progressing or went backwards a bit. You know your story best. One card. Ooh, OMG. I didn't expect this. The devil. Yeah. Yeah. I'll fix the cards after. Let's just explain. It's unbelievable how I feel intuitively here. Maybe not for all of you, however. I told you how it felt that 8 of Pentacles, diligent work, patience, discipline. Trusting even your own self about your mastery, your skills. Something happened. Either within you, the devil is here playing around, pulling our leg, meddling the water. Either the devil triggered something within you, or your own ego, or your own devil within, the little devil. You know, one side we have the little devil and the other side the little angel started doing something, or some external energies or people interfered, but definitely something toxic, something that maybe triggered old wounds, fears, addictions, codependencies. I told you how I felt even earlier when I was explaining the cards about delegating. For some of you, it can be that maybe you started even trusting everything too much, that is fine and under control, and you stepped away and you delegated maybe to the wrong people. For some of you it can be that. And you didn't overlook diligently our agents, let's say. And everything started working against you. You went backwards. Your lesson was stepping from the 8 to the 7. You wasted time, resources, energy, labor. It feels like, it's not like you missed something. As I said, it feels more like you went backwards. Like a demotion, right? Not maybe in the exact meaning, but as I said, it feels like from number 8, you went backwards to number 7, not by much, however. We're one level down, wasted resources, time, energy, because of something foolish even can be. Yeah, the devil can whisper in our ear foolish things. Can be foolish risk even, can be, as I said, foolish errors like overlooking things, over trusting people, over trusting ourselves, not checking ourselves, our decision as well. In your obstacle again is the mastery, diligent work, focus and patience. So something happened here. You know your story best. I'm sure that you get my drift. You know what I mean here. Cards are very clear. Okay, let's clarify the learned lesson, the 7 of Pentacles. Cards are flying. Unbelievable. The Chariot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. OMG, I cannot believe it. Look at this. But gorgeous people. Whatever you had to learn was delayed or denied to you. Doesn't matter if it was by your own wrongdoing or misjudgment. I believe you learned your lesson, and whatever it was, it's coming back for you. It's coming back for you. The Chariot is in your outcome again. But your lesson was, we have the Chariot again, look at it. The lesson was, even I'm looking at the card now, so I'll explain you how I feel intuitively. Look at this card, how this Chariot is depicted. This person is in this Chariot. 2 crazy horses are pulling the Chariot. Look at them. One is actually black, the other is white. They look like wild horses almost. They almost are going into two separate directions. However, he is on the top of things. Look at how he controls the horses. He is absolutely focused, his gaze straight, holding on too tight onto the chariot. Sorry, some noises out there with hooting noises from a truck or whatever it is. Driving the truck. You see? Driving the chariot. Focused. Skillfully. You let the reins somewhere. Either your own reins or completely left your reins and delegated to others, and that was an error. This is how it feels. You should have stood in this chariot, focused and driving it with the skill and mastery that you have, and you know you have. And again, this card, I don't know why, I cannot take off my gaze looking at how focused he is at the straight line direction where he's going, because these horses are crazy. You see how they are. They're all over the place here. And as I said, they're even two different colors, opposing colors, black and white, right? Almost like also balancing work here. You overlooked something, or you trusted the wrong people. You maybe trusted yourself even in your judgments and in your decisions. This is where this issue came from. Okay, let's see now. Death and rebirth here, transformation of what's around you. Maybe you don't even see it, or maybe you see it, you want it. Let's see. What is the clarifier? Universe. Very interesting reading. I didn't expect that. It is really interesting reading. I hope it resonates and it's of guidance and service. Well, the outcome is beautiful and what's coming is beautiful, so I'm quite happy with that. King of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords. The Slayer King. Look at him, how magnificent he is. Okay, yeah. I believe that you will be stepping in the energy of an absolute clarity of judgment, a readiness to execute whatever you have to execute, understanding that you are in this position. The King of Swords, he's not only your logical, intelligent, experienced judge. I called, especially in this deck, I called the King of Swords the Slayer King. Look at it. There is even dragon. That is his right hand, let's say. Universal power, divinely guided, divinely given power to rule, to slay, and to execute. The way I feel is that you are stepping into this energy, or this energy will be around you to kind of almost pull from you. Yeah, it is within you. I feel it like that. You have this within you. Maybe you didn't recognize it. Within you still it feels like you are knight, but actually you are king going to the emperor. Or at least you are the king and you will be sitting next to an emperor. I.e. the emperor, if you are not him, the emperor is going to trust you to judge and execute. Even though within you at the moment is the knight. But it's either that someone is going to offer you to level up or to take more responsibility, or things are going to change in a way where you will be stepping into the King of Swords, the executor, the judge. Very strong. The King of Swords is very strong. He's very intellectual. He's very intelligent. He's very knowledgeable. He's like a sage, even though can be young. It doesn't speak necessarily that he's old, but he's extremely your top executor, your CFO, CEO. So, prepare, prepare, prepare. Okay, let's clarify now what's within you, this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, ready to deliver offer, ready to receive offer, open heart for whatever it comes, sincere, open, kind, creative. We have a lot of wands here, fire energy. We have Judgment, unbelievable, OMG, yes. Yes, 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 you gorgeous people. Another major arcana, Judgment. You're hearing the calling now. It's divinely guided. You're hearing the calling and you are stepping onto your path into the role that is for you. This is not under your control. It's divinely guided. It's your time. And it will feel like death and rebirth. In the original tarot, the card is depicted like dead people from the coffins are called by the divine. They are hearing, they are calling, they are rising up from the coffins. So it almost feels like twice death and rebirth here. I mean, within you, you already can feel it. You can feel some, I mean, I don't know, maybe this thing that was in the past, this illumination and breakthrough is the same thing that is coming around now. But there was some errors, there was some toxicity, something happened that delayed the whole process and pulled you backwards a bit. But whatever was supposed to happen, maybe for some of you, is coming back. Because this judgment is within you. This to me tells me that most probably you already know, long time ago you heard the call. Or at least you will be hearing it now if you weren't sure. But I don't know why I feel more that for more of you will be that you've heard it long time ago. At least you sensed it. Okay, let's clarify the Emperor, please. That's what's approaching. Page of Cups. Page of Cups, interesting. Yeah. I don't think that that's an energy for you. I feel more that you're in the King energy at the moment. But Page of Cups is beautiful page, very creative, youthful energy, childlike. Again, heart on the sleeve, sincere and open. So, for some of you, maybe if you are dealing with an emperor that is choosing you for something or asking you to be by his side, this person sees you in a very beautiful manner. In a very, very beautiful manner. And it feels almost like this person needs this energy, this youthful, creative, open, bright, exciting energy, like a child. For some of you. For others, as I said, it's just an energy that is going to be surrounding that connection or these developments, which again are beautiful to me because it's a lot of creativity, and within you is the Cups again, Knight of Cups. Creativity, vulnerability even, but in the positive sense. Openness, right? And I like that because something big is coming for you, something big, transformation, changes, stepping up maybe massively, or taking something new onto your shoulders, or pursuing something that you wanted, even if it's not that new, but pursuing something on a high level. So actually that is quite nice to be in this lighter energy, with our hearts open. This helps a lot. Of course, not complete vulnerability and naivety. No, I'm not talking about that, but it doesn't feel like that. So I'm just saying how it feels energetically. Amazing. Oh my God. Let's clarify the Chariot. This movie, I was gonna say. This video is getting long again. This movie, but this does look like a movie here. You have amazing scenario coming up. Very interesting. Oh my God. 2 cards came. 3 cards came to clarify your chariot that is in the possible outcomes. I'm taking them. Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and 9 of Wands. Oh my God. Okay. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is your wounded warrior, but not giving up, giving in. Still finding strength to keep up. 9 of Wands also asks, of course, and says sometimes that it's almost like a ceasefire card time. Just pause a little bit, but definitely not giving up, giving in. Your hero card, Wounded Warrior, as I said. High Priestess, amazing card. High Priestess. High Priestess is the shaman of the tarot. That's how I call it. Having the universal knowledge, like access to the Akashic records. She knows everything. She is very intuitive. She is connected to the universal knowledge. Also very secretive. As I said, 9 of Wands is your tired, wounded warrior, but not giving up. And your Queen of Pentacles, very, very abundant card. Also self-employment card. Now for some of you it can be that you are going solo. You're starting something for yourself. And that's why maybe this Emperor is coming. Because when we are self-employed, entrepreneurial, we are the emperors in our reality, right? There is nobody above us. We have to become the emperor, willing or unwilling. So, this is, as I said, a very self-employed, entrepreneurial energy, very prosperous, very abundant, resourceful. Also, I like it that it's a feminine energy, and we had a lot of masculine energy here. So I'm kind of happy to see a bit of feminine energy, a good balance. Also, we have a lot of wands. We had quite a few wands, but 2 pentacles, and we have the swords, the air energy, cups, the water energy. So I do like the elements. It's quite balanced. I do like them. So your chariot, first of all, for some of you, because of these clarifications, take a pause if needed. In the past, your lesson was the same. The pausing card. You know your story best, whether you didn't pause, you didn't take a break, or you didn't review things, you didn't step aside when something maybe felt off, and it was a mistake. 9 of Wands, again, is talking about taking a break, taking a pause, just to revise things. Very similar energy, even though this energy speaks about a bit exhaustion as well. So if need be, you have to take a pause, you have to revise again things. Do not rush. For whatever building, whatever, how can I say, not project, but whatever status that you are now fighting for or building for, this beautiful self-employment, entrepreneurial, very resourceful, rich status level. You have the knowledge, you know what to do, how to do it, but also maybe you have to be a bit secretive. That's how I feel for what you're doing. Because again, I'm coming back again at what intuitively I felt in your learned lesson in obstacles. There might have been other people involved in the previous shenanigans. Maybe now it's time to be a little bit more aware of things. You are aware. Maybe just keep things to yourself. Maybe that's a good thing to do. Gorgeous people. Very, very interesting reading. Very, very interesting reading. I'm going to pull for you the Spirit Animal Oracle message, please. I hope that this resonates. I hope that it helps. Let me know. Beautiful, interesting reading. As I said, like a movie. It is very interesting, yes. Okay, let's see now. Spirit Animal, what do you want to tell my beautiful, beautiful people here? For this scenario here, for these developments, what do they need to know right now? Spirit Animal, please tell us. Come on. One card, please. Secretive. You see, the cards at times don't want to talk much, and you got the High Priestess. Intuitively, I feel like you have to be careful. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Transformation. I want to say you have to be careful. I have the feeling that you have to maybe keep quiet about certain things, keep it to yourself. Transformation. Do we need to explain more? We already had cards that are talking about this. You will be shedding old skin and emotions and transferring them into something bigger and better. Changes in the wind. Yeah. And you are at the center of it all as the catalyst. Yes, it feels like that. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. Beautifully said. I want one more clarifier from my cosmic insight, please. Oracle, give me here, universe, one card flipped. Guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. This is your oracle messages, you gorgeous people. This was extremely interesting reading to me. I hope to you too. I would love to see what you say, to read. If this resonated, if you like it, if it's of help and service, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. As soon as I see you, I send you back tenfold gratitude, love, and blessings. So, I'll see you very soon. Love in the... Yeah, I forgot it. Peace in the mind. This is my, let's say, logo, motive. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all